Coach, playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 8-3. Watch the curve.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Three down.
To throw on second down. Goodrich. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, Goodrich. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 64 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On second and 9, Jackson. He'll get this to Eckler. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Switch gears.
Now Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Buddy up! Mike 55.
On third down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's second and 8. Here's second and 8. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. This in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a first and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Looking to throw. Goodrich. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Hey, watch the slant.
Here's Jackson to throw on third down. He gets it to Brown, complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Baltimore.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play that time for the Ravens. 41 yards.
He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Don't be scared of it. 55, my God, 55.
From the gun, it's Jackson. It's brought in by Harris. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Second down and goal. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Check 55 to Mike. It's going to be a
3rd and goal. Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Tucker's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Hank's almost going to get in the QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted, like he said, to pick on the opening drive. Second drive, not much better. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Throwing on first down. Goodrich got him in. It's Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Check three. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Mike, 55.
To throw is Jackson on third down. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Returnable for Grant. Breaks the tackle now with Alley. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position. 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Recon, 132 fighter.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Check 99. Check safety. Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goodrich. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joe Schobert leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Shoot.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Goodrich. He sets the fight. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Goodrich. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown Dolphins. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Alert flare. Switch it.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw. Goodrich. And it's caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Kyler Fackrell. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Muhammad Wilkerson providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
Check. Go.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's got some space here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 35. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But it used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew. They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it, Brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Taco Charlton coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. To try again after the sack. Jackson buying time to his left. He'll run it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. Earl Thomas in on the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 22.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
15
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On first down, Goodrich. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
60 Pittsburgh. 50 to Mike.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal. On third down, here's Hunt. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
For the Dolphin field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept...
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Kyler Fackrell able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Oh, another great move. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 75 yards. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will get him one closer. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll run it here with Hunt. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top. Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. He swallowed him up. On third down. punt. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.